There was a time when I wanted to go on a bulk and finally build some muscle. So after that thought, I went to McDonald's and got a burger. For the next 3 months or so, I ate a bunch of fast food for the calories and protein. And you know what happened? I gained about 20 pounds in 3 months. You know what also happened? Majority of it was fat. So many people make this mistake, and that's why in this video I'm going to tell you how to properly bulk and give you 4 tips on how to keep this mistake from happening to you. But before I give you these 4 tips, we need to understand, how do we bulk? To bulk, you need to eat more calories than what's required to maintain your current body weight. This is very important to know because without doing this, you aren't going to gain any weight in muscle or fat. This is called a calorie surplus. And you can gain muscle without doing this, but that's for another video and another time. For now, the easiest way to understand it is when you eat more, you gain weight. But that's not enough. When I first bulked, what I did wrong was I ate way too much and thought if I just exercised a lot and ate a lot that it would magically turn into muscle. It was very, very wrong. Don't do this. I don't recommend it. To simplify bulking, there's 2 ways we can go about it. One where you slowly gain weight and kind of limit your caloric intake. This is called lean bulking. Or the other one where you kind of go all out, eat a bunch of fast food and just whatever you want. This is called dirty bulking. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to lean bulk. This is because the slower you gain weight, the less fat you'll gain. That's because fat builds a lot quicker than muscle. So if you increase your calories by a ton, you're mainly just gonna gain fat rather than muscle. Make sense? Okay, hopefully it does. While lean bulking, you need to watch what and how much you're eating. I'd recommend starting to track your calories. Raise your calorie intake by around 200 to 500 above what you're eating right now. And for this, you'll need a food scale. You can get one for like $10 at Walmart, see? You don't need to do this, but if you track your food measurements and weight, it's more accurate than cups and tablespoons are, so I highly recommend it. Now this doesn't mean you can't eat fast food while lean bulking. Find a balance. What I do is I'll eat out once a week, and the other 6 days in the week I'll eat in. Either I'll cook or my girlfriend will cook, and we'll just make some healthy meals. I don't really track my calories as much as I used to at this point because I know how many calories I eat. I know how much protein I eat, and I eat the same things every day, so. Another thing that will really help you that I should have known is to watch your macronutrient intake. Watch how much protein, carbs, fat, and fiber are in the foods you're eating. You don't need to look at these exactly, but these are personally the only macros I track. So in your diet, you're going to want to eat 1 to 1.2 grams per pound of your current body weight for protein intake. Protein is a nutrient that helps build your muscles. This is because amino acids, these are what make up a protein, they help to repair the tear in your muscles after working out, kind of like building blocks. But that doesn't mean you should just scarf down a bunch of protein, because more protein doesn't always equal more muscle. In fact, if you eat too much of it, eventually it just starts turning into fat, and the whole point of bulk is to gain muscle, not fat. Speaking of fat, you should try to keep it around 20 to 35% of your daily diet. You should try to keep it as low as possible so that you don't gain as much fat on the bulk. For carbohydrate intake, you're going to want to keep that around 45 to 65% of your diet according to the US dietary guidelines. On to the next tip. This one is more to just make it easier on yourself. A lot of people seem to not really know how to stay consistent while eating on a bulk. They aren't gaining weight, they've gained too much of it, or work just gets in the way. For that reason, I want to tell you about something that really helped me while I was bulking. Repetition. What I mean by that is, eat the same meals every day. Create a schedule for when you go to the gym. Continuously strive to get better even when it absolutely sucks. When you eat the same meals every day, it makes it so much easier. Because if you haven't gained weight one week, just eat more of the foods that you're eating. If you gain too much weight the next week, eat less of it. It's the same food, so it makes it significantly easier to just cut out portions or add portions. And if someone else is making you dinner and they're all low-calorie meals, just eat more during lunch and breakfast. For the most part, it's calories in, calories out with some macro and micro tracking. But there's one more element that a lot of people forget to do, and that's this next tip. Diet isn't the only thing. If you just eat more, you'll only gain fat. We want muscle. So for that, we need to train hard. Put more effort into your lifts than you normally would. You should look something like this. Okay, maybe you don't need to train that hard, but you get the point. If you want to gain an inch of muscle, you're going to need to raise the weight, increase the reps, or increase time under tension. Just do something. The more the muscle breaks, the stronger it comes back when it repairs. That's how strength and muscle are built. Regardless of what way you choose to build it, there are so many ways to train harder. I know people forget to do this because I did it too. I thought that you could just eat a lot and it would magically be muscle. I didn't know you had to keep training harder in a bulk. So I got fat and then I had to cut it all down. What happened? I lost all my muscle. Like, what was the point of the bulk at that point? And I feel like a lot of people make this mistake. So I really hope these 4 tips help you on your bulking journey. Now that I've saved you from going to McDonald's and getting fat in 3 months, let me know in the comments if you learned something. And if you're interested in seeing how counting steps has an effect on weight loss, go check out this video. I truly hope this video helped you. I really do. Have a great day.